Hey guys, how are you? Mko poa? Yenyewe, I've been thinking, as just a small talk, I've just been thinking a lot about issues, relationships. And I've been thinking that we need to mature up to be practical. Practical in this manner that if you come together, a girl and a boy, they come together and you want to form a relationship, you want to marry, you want to have children, love is not the basis in which, and especially love in the way we know it. It is not and should not be the basis in which you decide what to do. You have, especially when you are looking to the 14th of February, the Valentine days, many people make stupid decisions, spur of the moment choices that end up carrying a heavy consequence in their own personal image, their own vision, their own wherever they go. And what they don't understand is the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life, believe you me, is not even education. It is the person you end up relating with. And if that is the case, then the same way you plan for, I want to be here in my finances, I want to be here in ABCD, I believe and I submit to you that also if you're gonna be in a relationship with a person, check several things. Number one, where are they going? What is their vision? What is their tomorrow looking like? Can you invest in that? Because relationships are investments. Can you invest in that vision? Can I invest in that vision? And believe you me, if you enter into a relationship with somebody who you don't see tomorrow, you don't see the days to come, then I submit to you that it is just going to end in tears. Because if you don't see the future and your dreams don't fit in that future, it doesn't matter how much you feel like you love somebody. Infatuation and desires and what we call love in today's context will not fulfill you. What fulfills us is togetherness. What fulfills us is where two people have a common dream. It may not be working the same way, but it's a dream of the same. But we see we are going to reach point A. We are going to work towards point B. And I submit to you, my friends, that it's okay to look at somebody and say, you're looking beautiful, you're looking handsome, you have money, you have all this kind of stuff. It's okay. I mean, we are humans. But I submit to you that there's nothing as powerful as asking somebody, where do you see us in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years? Number two, if you see us there in 20 years, in 30 years, where do I fit? Where do my dreams fit in the us, in the vision you, if it's a man, in the vision you carry? Because men are supposed to practically be reading, as far as I'm concerned. So if somebody cannot offer a proper solution that your dreams will thrive within the vision he has, then if you continue in that relationship, believe you me, 10 years from now, you'll be miserable. You will be having 3 babies. If it's and is a man will be having a woman, you don't feel like you're accommodating the woman, will feel like I made a mistake. But it's because you have not sat down to climb down from the point of the hormonal excitements to looking at the matters of reality. Relationships are real. Realities must be factored in every relationship we get ourselves into. And my heart sometimes cries because I see great people I see people with greatness, but I know they're making mistakes. I know they will hurt. I know 10 years from now, they will go through a season of loneliness, abandonment, pain, and they'll be so frustrated because this is not what they expected. But you must be in a place where you ask yourself, if this is a vision, am I willing to put my money on it? Am I willing to put my life in it? Am I willing to, give my all? And if I'm giving my all, if it's a woman asking, if I give my all to this, are you also going to back me in what I want to? Because come on, girls, you have a dream. You have a dream. You can you know the man has a dream. You have a dream, and when these two dreams are brought together, they are able to understand each other. They are able to synchronize. Then you can be able to say, you know what? Now we can be able to look at how do we now see the future together. Listen to this. There will always be money matters. It doesn't matter how much you love somebody. When it comes to money, it's gonna be issues. And if you don't have a clear-cut plan of how to make money, believe you me, it doesn't matter how much you love each other. That love will simply die. Just like ice melts, it shall die. In similar manner, there are issues of other people, children, you know, where people live, what do we do, where do we build, all those kind of questions. Relatives. If you don't have a vision, your love will not be sufficient. I remember I watched a movie which I would recommend everybody to go and watch called When Love Is Not Enough. And I'm talking because I'm a person who made a lot of mistakes in life. And it will hard to see other people making the same mistake, but probably you won't listen. I mean, that's life. But there's a time love is not enough. There's a time love is not enough. Please, sisters, I know you love it when we tell you we love you. Please, there comes a time you need to come down from that erosion and begin to ask hard questions. Because believe you me, waking up next to somebody who does not make you happy for 10, 15 years is one heck of a miserable way to live. You don't have two lives. You don't have two things. I suggest that as we approach February 14 and there are many flowers bought for you, chocolate, all those kind of nice things, please go ask the hard questions. Go out, ask hard questions. Don't be too excited that you are loved. Don't be too excited that you've been bought stuff. Ask the hard questions. Where will you take me? Where will we be? If I take your name and I miss somebody, then what? Ask the hard questions. Ask, please, and I beg. Ask the hard questions. Because some people, this coming weekend, will lose it, will make mistakes that are going to affect, they're going to be scars that will affect them for many, many years. There'll be scars that will define them for many years. There are scars that will speak and cause their life to go away from the trajectory of their dreams. And it was simply because of one moment of not asking the hard questions. I want to encourage you. If you're not sure, don't hope it will work. Walk away. Even if it's a man who is watching this, walk away. Don't hope. Stop that. Walk away. You won't die. But making a wrong decision is an investment that which you either harvest losses for the rest of your life or it becomes a profit for the rest of your life. I need to talk to people who've gone through divorces. Then you hear the regrets. You hear somebody who is a few years and then they're divorcing probably when he's around 40. And then he has to go back because, get married again, have young kids, and all his dreams was like, by the time I'm 40, I have all the children I need to have. Now it's about building for my retirement. Now they have to start all over again. You need to learn something, that the people who made mistakes have made mistakes so that you can learn. If you not yet made them, don't think you are immune to making mistakes. You'll make those mistakes. But I urge you and I beg you that please think, not just love, think that there is something that you bring. Somebody brings in an investment, and you ask yourself, am I willing to invest in this business? Am I willing to invest in this name? Am I willing to invest in this relationship? And if you can answer that question, for better for worse, then can work, because you'll put everything in it. Now, another thing I need to challenge you in, I've come to realize that in relationships, it is possible for one person to put more than the other. One person can find themselves loving the other more than the other person. I think that can become a very hurtful kind of a relationship. Two people must learn to work it until they reach into a place where they are able to synchronize their state of hearts. Because you see, when I love somebody more than they love me, it will mean that I'll be putting more than they put. And if I'm putting more than they put, they will not even be satisfied. But if I'm in a place whereby we are able to say, you know what, I love you 100%, you love me 100%, then we can comfortably talk about us having 100%. But if there is nothing like that, 50-50 doesn't work. It is somebody gives 100, the other person gives 100, so that we have a whole 100. In matters of relationship, it is not 1 plus 1 is 2. It is 1 plus 1 is 1. Otherwise, if you don't have that kind of a relationship, stop it. It's going to hurt you. You'll hurt somebody. There are people who don't love the people they are with the same intensity. And what it does is that they hurt the other person. And because we are human, this whole thing will end up being toxic, end up in divorce, end up in hurting, end up in some crazy things we are seeing today. Please choose a relationship whereby you know you can give 100% and the other person can give 100%. And I bring another, probably, I think I'm just having a conversation with you. Look at relationship as a business. When it becomes a loss-making enterprise, everybody is stressed. The banks are coming against you. You know, the loans are screaming at you. You're not making as much as it is able to be sufficient to pay your loans, to pay your bills, to pay your workers, all those kind of things. In the same manner, relationships are like that. I speak as a person who was in such a relationship whereby I put so much, but I got so little. And it was an investment that which ended up in tears. I pray as you're coming on the 14th, please don't burn, don't pour, don't waste your investment opportunity in relationships. Be kind enough to tell yourself, talk to yourself, tell yourself, I won't do this. This is not good enough for me. And you cannot be in a business, because if a business is not making profits, what you do is you just shut it down. Otherwise, you shall find Kenya Revenue Authority coming for you, to ask for taxes which you can't afford, and you'll end up being bankrupt and probably in prison. The same manner relationships are like that. If you notice from the onset, and please see, don't just see with the naked eyes. Don't see with the just with the desires. See with a clear head. See with a clear head. And if you do so, you will be amazed at how much you will be able to escape entrapments that would have cost you so much. So think of it. Are you sure that you're investing in this? Are you investing in this relationship? And remove the matters of money. Money is important. When it comes to investment, it's about time. It's about time. You stay with somebody, probably now I'm at my age. I get somebody, and then I'm with them, and probably there are how many, let's say 20, 30, something. I mean, I'm talking about the next 40 years of my life I spend with somebody. That's an investment. And the biggest thing that is going to hurt you most, because most of the time you don't hear people saying, I wasted my money. You hear people saying, I wasted my time. So are you willing to invest your time with that person? Otherwise, uh, just having a random thought, I pray that you make the right decision. I pray that the decision you make, you be able to transport yourself in your mind and see yourself when you are 50, 60, 80, 90, 100. And if you can see yourself then you can make a decision whether you want to be that person now or not. Otherwise, enjoy your time. God bless you. Amen.